Hi everybody, I'm Darren Moore and you're watching Reggae Boys Commentary.
This video is brought to you by MPEC Printery, specializing in t-shirt printing, posters, and shipping from the USA. Call 876-775-6692 or 876-337-7374. Andy Gone Nuts, 100% guaranteed fresh coconut water delivered straight to your door. Call 876-309-6128. That's 876-309-6128. Refreshing and affordable. For more information, follow them on Instagram at Andy Gone Nuts. Truly refreshing. And Crumble by Mrs. C. Old English fudge and other delectable sweet treats. Call or WhatsApp 876-586-0471. That's 876-586-0471. This video is also brought to you by BLC Jamaica Security Electronics, specializing in alarm system, video surveillance, camera system or CCTV, barrier system, gate automation, and access control. Call 876-320-7711. That's 876-320-7711 or 876-351-1105. That's 876-351-1105. Hello everyone, I'm Simon Preston and welcome back to Reggae Boys Commentary. Yes, this is the channel where we come together to discuss everything in relation to Jamaican football. Now, I'm sure as everybody is aware, the new year will bring new opportunities. Yes, I did get a haircut. Looks good, doesn't it? But yes, in all seriousness though, guys, the Gold Cup is on the horizon. We know the Gold Cup is next year, and there will be opportunities for persons. Hope you're doing well, sir. It's been a long day. Hi, Sabs, how are you? Isn't it like 5 o'clock in the morning where you are? 6 o'clock in the morning where you are in Qatar. 6 o'clock in the morning in Qatar. Wow. But it's great to speak with you guys and want to provide some updates as it relates to some upcoming friendlies that could be on the horizon. Now, the JFF, they've accepted an invitation from 6 a.m. Okay. Well, the JFF, they've accepted an invitation from Football Australia, which basically could see the Reggae Girls taking part against Australia next year. Now, as you know, the Jamaicans faced Australia in the World Cup in 2019. We all remember that, don't we? Where the Jamaicans fell 4-1, but Havana Salone scored in that game in particular. The blessings, Mr. Ricketts. Hope you're doing well, Sir Jamie. So the 4-team tournament will take place in Sydney within the FIFA window, February 13 to 25. And the home team, Australia, they won the inaugural stage in 2019 with Argentina, South Korea, and New Zealand, the other participants. There are 2 other FIFA windows in March and early July before the Women's World Cup gets underway on July 20 to August 20. Jamaica are looking to play international friendlies in all the windows in 2023 as they prepare for the World Cup. And of course, we know the Olympic qualifiers, which takes place in September. Now, the Olympic qualifiers are going to be home and away. That's what we can say as it relates to the Olympic qualifiers specifically, because what happens there is Jamaica will host the first leg and Canada will host the second leg. And basically what happens there is just like this. The winner of the 2-legged playoff will book their ticket to France 2024. Now we know Reggae Boys, their first World Cup, 1998. Reggae Girls' first World Cup also went to France. Jamaica's first time to go to football at the Olympic Games could also be in France as well. Just let that sink in as well. Paris, but yes, still in France. On the men's side of things, we know that the Gold Cup will be next year in particular. Now, as it relates to the 2023 edition of the Concacaf Gold Cup, what we can say is that that tournament in particular is set to run from June 24 to July 16. June 24 to July 16. Now, the final draw for that tournament won't be until the second quarter of next year. But at this point in time, what we do know is that the teams that will participate in the Gold Cup next year are Panama, Jamaica, El Salvador, and Qatar. Now, or as they pronounce it in Qatar, Qatar, with a G, Qatar. They don't say it like persons in the Western Hemisphere would say as Qatar, they would say Qatar. That's how they pronounce it. As we know, the Concacaf Nations League is still something that is ongoing. As we know, Jamaica, they're at the top of League A as it stands. Mexico, after the World Cup, will be turning their attention towards that fixture against Suriname, and a victory over Suriname puts them at the top of the group. But anyhow, Suriname can get a result against Mexico. All the Jamaicans would need is a draw against Mexico to ensure that they book their ticket to the semifinals of the Concacaf Nations League. Still a lot of football to be played, but anything can happen. So we're just going to have to be patient and see how everything transpires from here on in. But you'd have to say, from a Jamaican perspective, against Suriname, it was 2 points dropped, and if those 2 points were there, then it could have been a very, very interesting ball game heading into the final one against Mexico which could be the Azteca. Or if Jamaica defeated Mexico at home, 7 points, and then you beat Suriname, that's 9 points right there. Mexico would be on 3 points with 2 games to go, and it would put Jamaica in the driving seat. You know what I'm saying? So, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? Keep on going and keep on going. So from League B, it looks like French Guyana is going to be heading towards Gold Cup. Looks that way. Haiti as well. Looks like Cuba will be there as well. But looking to that St. Lucia and Puerto Rico will be going to the Gold Cup playoffs. So we'll be able to see Hector Ramos and company being at that tournament in particular. Herbal and said, Simon, what do you think about Bobby Reid at right back? Now, I would be open to that sort of system if it is a 3-5-2, but not in a 4-4-2. If he's a right wing back, absolutely. I don't mind having a look to see what Bobby Reid will bring from that sort of angle, but not in a 4-4-2. I'm more than happy to look at that option in a 3-5-2 sort of system. DJ Scott says, Australia top team, then destroy Sweden, hope Lauren Donaldson. Nobody with him, foolishness, use strikers as defender and defender as striker. Now, TJ Scott, let me answer that one. If there is a player that I think could operate at a right back, it would be Tiffany Cameron. And I say that because of the versatility that she brings with on the field. Now, at right back, look at the options. You have Shashana Campbell, Dominic Bonflaza, Tierney Wiltshire. Yeah? I think personally that Tierney Wiltshire is on the plane. That's my opinion. I think Tierney Wiltshire is on the plane. That's how I feel. Tiffany gives a different angle because she has that pace, that power, that strength. So you know exactly from that angle what she's capable of doing. Make sense? So she carries that sort of impetus. Jamie Merkitt says, I think the Reggae Boys should explore playing against more African teams. You know, Jamie, I don't think it's something that Jamaica has turned a blind eye to. But what I can say where this matter is concerned is quite simple, is that at the end of the day, it comes down to funding. It comes down to the matter of, do we have enough money? That is where it all comes down to at the end of the day. The African countries have Africa Cup qualifiers in March, my friend. Yeah. I was more friendlies I'm talking when FIFA friendlies windows come around. Yeah. I understand what you guys are saying right there. Wilshire and Jada Hilton Pelea is my right back. Tiffany Cameron must be up top in attacking with goal. While I agree with that, Tiffany's best position and most natural position is part of the front three, I don't think that it hurts us to have that option, because you have to bear in mind when all subs are used. when a situation arises where you can't make any changes, or when you're looking for somebody at the back that is stronghold, defensively potent, and there is a knock to Tierney or Jada. There we go. Number one guy. So basically, the situation is like this. The JFF, they've accepted an invitation from Football Australia, which basically means that there's a strong possibility that the Jamaican team will be heading to Australia next year in February, going to the land down under, which means that they could play in the Sydney Women's Football Tournament from February 23 to 25, thereabouts. So it's likely that this competition will come back, and Jamaica is in prime position for it to, come back. So personally, I think it's great news, things that we should be really, really looking forward to. And I'm looking forward to the new year as a whole. I think right now, and this time frame that we have at this point in time, it's a good opportunity for Jamaica. And I'll tell you why. This moment right now is extremely important. And here's why I say that. The World Cup is going on, and there will be a FIFA Congress of that nature at some point. So there will be representatives from the JFF at the tournament. It's a great networking opportunity. You meet a couple of officials from other countries, we exchange cards, and just like that, you have an opportunity to organize and arrange friendlies within the new year. Big up, Simon, says Wesley out. Big up, hope you're doing well. Early visit in Australia, says number one guy. Yeah, why not? Facilities. We look at the yeah, so it's only a matter of time. And I want us to get accustomed to these conditions now. I really want us to do so. And guys, you guys know the commentator Clyde Tinsdale, right? Look what Clyde Tinsdale got for me. Clyde Tinsdale got this for me. Commentary notes. That was from England, Germany, 2001. Yeah, I'll cherish it. But yeah, quite a moment, I tell you. Meeting him, and remember the guy that did the commentary? Can Manchester United score? They always score. Into Sheringham, and Solskjaer has won it. Manchester United have reached the promised land. Yeah. Simon, I've been following you since the 1K days. It's crazy how much you're Shamar McCoy. Shamar McCoy, thank you very much for your support. Really, really appreciate it. Keep up the great work, and it's a pleasure. Wesley Hall says, love what you are doing every show. Thank you very much, Wesley. Really, really appreciate your support. Tajay Scott said, you did freeze up my boss. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened to the internet connection, but I'm glad that it's back, I'm really, really happy. Really, really happy about that. So yeah, it is exciting news. I'm looking forward to it. Exciting times ahead. So yeah. But yeah, exciting times ahead. What are you guys' thoughts? Are you guys happy about the friendlies that could be on the horizon? What are your thoughts? Tell me about what you feel. What are you guys' thoughts and feelings about what could transpire? Is it exciting? Is it promising? Tell me what you guys think. If it's something that you're looking forward to. I'm enjoying football commentary. Okay. If the coach did the right thing, we can win Australia. You know, Australia is a good team, and I think to beat Australia, everybody is going to need to be operating and singing from the same hymn sheet. Joseph Scott said, big up Simon, always keeping us up to date with the latest news. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you guys very much for your moral support. Really, really appreciate it. And I hope everybody's doing well. So I really appreciate it. What time is the opener tomorrow in Jamaica? Well, it's still Friday night Jamaica time, but in Jamaica, the World Cup starts at 11 a.m. The first match is at 11 a.m. Jamaica time on Sunday. 11 a.m. Jamaica time on Sunday. Remember, it's still Friday night in Jamaica, you know? Still Friday night in Jamaica. So that's where we are right now, where the timings and stuff are concerned, you know? Yeah, still that time. Which Concacaf team you think is going to go the furthest in the World Cup? I think Canada, USA, and Mexico will get to the round of 16. And yeah. Yeah, that's what I'll say. Canada. Canada, Mexico, USA. Round of 16. I think Canada's going to do really well, you know. I think they'll impress one or two teams. You know, I'm looking forward to it. I'm sure you guys are as well. Should be a good tournament, you know. Looking forward to it. You know. So yeah. But that's what I think. I'm interested to hear what you guys think. I'm interested to hear what you guys have to say about it. I just want Amari to play for Jamaica. Hutchinson? I'm sure that time will come. Wesley, Devin Smith. Anybody contact Tony? No, anybody hasn't. Nobody's not contacted Ivan Tony. Simon Gunn is my dark horse. Really, Brownman Security 33, good sound. Denmark is my dark horse. Yeah, Denmark is my dark horse for the World Cup. Let's look at the team. Let's look at what they've done. I know they lost to Croatia in a Nations League back to back, but apart from that, got the better of France, Austria. They beat France twice. Twice. Let me tell you guys something. Denmark are the team to watch for the World Cup. Watch Denmark. Keep your eyes on Denmark. And you know what, guys? This is something I've said before, and I'm going to repeat it one more time so that you guys are fully aware of it. Yeah? You guys ready? Okay. Every team that has won the World Cup, every team. Big up, big up, big up, big up. Mark's here too. Okay. When does Concacaf qualify start? Because CONMEBOL starts in March. Oh, for 2026? 2024. That's when Concacaf qualifiers start. But yeah. So, every team that has won the World Cup from 1930 to now, 1930, 34, 38, 50, 54, 58, every team that has won the World Cup, their coach was locally born. So Uruguay won the World Cup 1930, Uruguayan coach. Italy won 34 and 38, Italian coach. 1950 Uruguay won the World Cup, Uruguayan coach. 54 West Germany won the World Cup, German coach. 58 Brazil won the World Cup, and 62 Brazil won the World Cup, Brazilian coach. 66 England won the World Cup, English coach. 1970 Brazil won the World Cup, Brazilian coach. 1974 West Germany won the World Cup, German coach. 1978 Argentina won the World Cup, Argentine coach. 1982 Italy won the World Cup, Italian coach. 1986 Argentina won the World Cup, Argentine coach. 1990 West Germany won the World Cup, German coach. 1994 Brazil won the World Cup, Brazilian coach. 1998 France won the World Cup, French coach. 2002 Brazil won the World Cup, Brazilian coach. 2006 Italy won the World Cup, Italian coach. 2010 Spain won the World Cup, Spanish coach. 2014 Germany won the World Cup, German coach. 2018 France won the World Cup, French coach. So, and when you look at all the World Cup contenders, a lot of them have coaches that were born in that country. So, but I look at Belgium, and Belgium has a Spanish coach. And then I said to myself, can Roberto Martinez really make something? You know, Belgium are not my team. But I can tell you honestly that I genuinely feel that there's something. There's something with Belgium. Honestly, I just feel it. I just feel there's something. So you guys can tell me about that because I feel it. I just genuinely feel something. You know, maybe you guys have a different view, but I feel there's something that we can think about. Juan Lopez did a good job in 1950 rather, for the Uruguayan team. Sepp Herberger, German coach in 54, also did a good job as well. But it's interesting. You only have 2 English coaches at this World Cup. You know, it's funny. George Reno was born in England and he led Sweden to the World Cup final, 1958. Yeah, and they were third in 1950. So an interesting one, you know. But yeah, it felt like 58 was that chance after the Olympic title. But yeah, George Arena was the first man to get a team to a World Cup final. Brazil in 62 with Moreira, Brazilian coach Alf Ramsey. In 66, 70, the Brazilian coach was Mario Zagallo. First man to win the World Cup as a player and also as a head coach. You know, player and as a head coach. Did a great job. But yeah, did a great job. And then you go into the 70s now with the Germans. Helmut Schön, 74, Argentina in 78. Cesar Menotti of Argentina. And then you go to 1982 and 82. It was the Italian job. With Enzo Berzot. Good coach too. And then in 86, Carlos Bilardo. Sarla on the team too. Good player. 1990, the Germans came around. Franz Beckenbauer. 1994, Carlos Alberto Pereira. Many people wonder if he was a coach or was it Mario Zagallo. It was him. It was him, all right. Great coach he was too. You just reach Wagwan. Well, the situation is that the Jamaica Football Federation have signed a contract with Football Australia, which will see that the Reggae Girls could face Australia in the February window next year. Oh, Switzerland as well. Seeing my mother is Swiss. Interesting. Who we are playing at the New Year? Brazil on them side. Oh boy. If Mane was injured, I think Senegal could win the World Cup. Japan looked good, but Brazil on the side for the final. It was Senegal for me, but Mane injured. I hear you. Carlos Alberto Pereira. 98 was France with Aimé Jacquet. Yeah. Good coach. Coach Nancy, Montpellier, Bordeaux, and Lyon. He's 80 years old now. Just let that sink in. Brazil 2002 is Luis Felipe Scolari. 2006 with the Italians, Marcello Lippi. 2010 with Spain, Vicente del Bosque. 2014 with Germany was, we all know who, Joachim Low. Yeah. Who worked 15 years in charge of the national team. 15 years. Yogi Low. But yeah, that's that. On the men's side of things are hoping to fall into place before the Gold Cup next year. Yeah, Luis Felipe Scolari. Remember his stint at Chelsea? 74 now. Coach Brazil, coach Portugal at a World Cup, came back and coach Brazil. Boy, that was just, it was an interesting one, you know. Took Portugal to fourth place at the World Cup in 06. Took Brazil to the Confederations Cup title 2013. And fourth in a World Cup. Since then, yeah, he's coached a couple of club teams. Grêmio, Cruzeiro, amongst other countries, but I'm sure you can always reflect that, you know, he guided his country to a World Cup win. It's pity, though, that the tournament, the Confederations Cup, is no longer staged. And there's an expanded FIFA Club World Cup and the FIFA Arab Cup that's, you know, takes center stage instead of the Confederations Cup. I liked the Confederations Cup, to be honest with you, but 2017 was the last one. It doesn't look like we're going to have it anymore. It is what it is, I guess, at the end of the day. But the 2009 edition was an interesting one. I remember that one quite vividly. The US beating Spain with Josie Altidore and Clint Dempsey. The US leading Brazil after 27 minutes, and then here comes Luis Fabiano and Lucio. Dempsey. Even Josie Altidore is 33 and he's not going to a World Cup. It is what it is, I guess. But yeah. Errol Stevens of Brazil. Ah, yes, a Brazil. Oh, yeah, that's my big man. Watch out for the big side. Watch out for the big side here. Impressed with Matthews, you know, she came back better than before. Yep. I have to agree with you there. And you know, there's some evidence to suggest that after childbirth, a woman's lung capacity increases, which means that she doesn't run out of breath as quickly as the average Joe. I think they're going to bring back the Confed Cup. That'll be nice. Hey Lee, hope you're doing good, man. Doing well. On the big side. All right. But if Brazil tops their group, then they'll play Uruguay in the round of 16. Then they'll play Germany in the quarterfinals. And then in the semifinals, they'll play Argentina. So semifinal 1, Brazil, Argentina. Semifinal 2, Belgium, England. And of course, the World Cup final will be, you guys know, Italy in the chocolate and sky blue. Italy not in the World Cup. Hey, Simon, are you cheering on the Concacaf teams? I want all Concacaf teams to do well. I wouldn't mind Costa Rica goes and beats Spain and knocks them out. You know, would love to see Spain get knocked out in the first round and cry. So I'd love to see that happen. I think Canada is going to do well. I think Mexico has lost a bit of bite into their panache and the way how they play, but I'm optimistic that they can come out of their group. Who will we be playing in the new year? Well, the Reggae Girls are looking to face Australia within the new year in the February window. I don't know how they'll never bring back R10 to 2010 World Cup or the 09 Confederations Cup. Fitness, 20% R10 is way superior to Ronaldinho. 80% cacao. Okay. Wayne Thomas Simon, is Halgrimson aware of the multitude of talents that is available to Jamaica overseas? If yes, has he started contacting any of those players? So, you want anyone in CONCACAF to do well except Mexico? Why? What do you have against Mexico? What do you have against Mexico? I don't understand. What do you have against Mexico? I don't understand. I don't understand. Honestly, tell me. Chocolate Sky Blue Puma Kit was worn in 09 Confederations Cup. Oh, men need a friendly. Yeah, because when you bear in mind the Gold Cup is here. I imagine Hallgrimsson wants to get a good view of the domestic landscape before going in to grab dual nuts. I think that's what was the point of, the friendlies that we've seen quite recently. But everything in time, Vincent Alvarado, everything in time. You know, that is what I'll say. So, yeah. So, did you guys know that Steve Shorty Malcolm is one of the shortest players in World Cup history? Steve Shorty Malcolm, alongside Christian Lara of Ecuador at 5 feet 4 inches tall, shortest players in World Cup history. Did you guys also know as well that Simon, this was a debate in the 2014 World Cup, 50% Ronaldinho that just won the Libertadores and Kaká declined at Real Madrid, then go on to Martin. I guess 2010, man. Yeah. Mexico thinks it's better than Concacaf. All right, here's my view on Mexico, right? I have immense respect for them as a footballing nation. And I think they've been quite unfortunate with a lot of round of 16 draws that they have gotten. I don't have a problem with their arrogance because they've proven already that with the number of Gold Cup titles that they won, that they are vastly better than CONCACAF. So I don't have a problem with that at all. I just think that they're underachieving. I think Mexico should be as a quarterfinals of a World Cup every 4 years. I think Mexico is a top 10 team in the world. Yes. And coach brought Rubino in for hey Simon, I'm bringing Ghana for the World Cup team because in 2010 Kingston was the best keeper. Well, his name was King's son, Richard King's son. But okay, interesting. I'm not a Ghana fan, to be honest with you. The African team that I like didn't qualify in Nigeria. So if there was an African team that could go to the next round, Group A has Senegal, Group B, no, Group C, Group D, Tunisia, Group E, nobody, Group F, Morocco, Group G has Cameroon, Group H has Ghana. I guess I'm the only person that doesn't have any African teams progressing. Mexico fans are not happy with the team right now. The team as it stands won't have any players under the age of 26 at the next World Cup. Tata has ignored all the young talents. That's sad. Gold Cup titles don't equal to anything, Simon. It's just a measuring contest with us. Look, they've proven what they can do in the region already. They are the behemoth. They are the giants of CONCACAF. They're called CONCACAF kingpins for a reason. So I'm fine if they want to puff out their chest and feel like they're the big bad dog. Doesn't mean that we can't beat you, but they have reputation and they've already shown what they can be able to do. Hope Donaldson fix up the left back next year, or else Australia's going to destroy them on the left side. Hope their services doesn't send it back and we'll chat right back. I would love that. I would love Tierney Wiltshire right back, Swaby Sisters at centre half. Would love that. Yep, 1997. 1997, they won it on home soil. That wasn't home soil, was it? They won a Confederations Cup. I do remember that for sure. I remember that quite vividly too. Yeah. I remember they won the Confederations Cup. I was around back in the day. I remember. It was crazy to think Manuel Neuer's 36 now. Where has time gone, honestly? It's like it just went by so quickly, you know? But yeah. Anyway. I remember with Mexico, 1997, well, 1999 Confederations Cup, yeah. They won it on home soil. Beat Brazil in the final. Saudi Arabia went to so many Confederations Cups. Yeah, Mexico, Blanco scoring 4 goals in a game. You know, they were held to a draw with Egypt. Bolivia gave them a minor test. So, yeah. And the Mexicans, they defeated the United States in the semifinals, and when they came to the final, 4-3 over Brazil. With Zerberto and Roni and Serginho and Ronaldinho and company. And Alex and Zerberto and Marcos and João Carlos. That was a team. That was quite a team, I can tell you that. It was quite a team. And for Nigeria fan, I see an up here. Why? What going on the we? I want to see Tunisia do well and just make that group chaos. I think France has a good chance of imploding. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Denmark to top that group. Christian, I feel the World Cup vibe like how you would normally. Honestly, not the same vibe, but it's getting there. They won them beat 99. Yeah, I remember that one. March 24 in USA. I see that. I saw that in particular as it relates to the men. And in terms of the opponent, that's not something that has been confirmed just yet. But that's something that could be arranged before the Mexico game. I do think, though, that I don't think it's going to be March 24, because when you're bearing in mind Jamaica has to play Mexico on March 26, that's a short turnaround. That's a 2-day window between games. So I don't think it's going to be March 24, but perhaps March 22, March 23. That is what I would say there. What do you mean? What did you miss? You're late. So you speak French and then you speak Spanish. Nada mucho. Hay información del equipo de Jamaica femenina para los partidos en el nuevo año. Para jugar equipo Australia en un partido amistoso, en un partido en Australia antes de Mundial. Es posible en febrero. Simon, your current plan to be attending the 2026 World Cup in person? God's willing. God's willing. I hope so. God's willing. We'll see. Morocco is a team to watch in the World Cup. Yeah. But again, it's down to you guys to make it happen. These little things like Super Chat help to support the channel, which facilitates stuff like that. You know, you guys were mentioning earlier about technical stuff and design. By using the Super Chat feature, that's how you guys are able to enhance the product and make it grow. Ghana gave us the name Reggae Boys, and I'm a Chelsea fan. Okay. I don't think it was Ghana that gave us Reggae Boys, you know. No. We're going to poop that bird off on Mexico kids when we book them next year. Up here. Egypt looks good. Yeah. But I'm not in the World Cup though. But Reggae Boys fans, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Let me know what you guys feel. Tell me. Yeah. That was quite interesting. 2-1. And when you look at the Belgian side, Alderweireld was in defense. You had Courtois, De Bruyne, Hazard, and Batshuayi. This World Cup is not a clear one. It's really difficult one, honestly. But we'll see. We'll see everything. Everything will fall into place quite soon. When it's 27 World Cup, I think the Regulars will win if the coach did the right things. I agree. Spain dumped up Jordan the other day, started rough. Yeah. Means that Canada has a chance. Go on through, Canada. Go on through. Go on through. Alrighty. Reggae Boys fans, thank you so much for your support. Really appreciate it. If you haven't already, hit that like button. Hit that like button. Use the super chat feature. And don't forget as well to subscribe to Reggae Boys Commentary for more content. Alright, guys. More content gonna come your way quite soon. Alright. Simon, you think we should play a friendly against one of the other teams them in the World Cup? Yeah, but I don't think it was arranged in time. Remember, the president of the Jamaica Football Federation made it clear this is something that he was working on. However, it just has not been materialized. So we're just going to have to hope that this is something that can be materialized within the new year. So let's hope that it is something that can be done quite soon. All right, guys. Be safe. See you all tomorrow.
This video is brought to you by MPEC Printery, specializing in t-shirt printing, posters, and shipping from the USA. Call 876-775-6692 or 876-337-7374. Andy Gone Nuts, 100% guaranteed fresh coconut water delivered straight to your door. Call 876-309-6128. That's 876-309-6128. Refreshing and affordable. For more information, follow them on Instagram at Andy Gone Nuts. Truly refreshing. And Crumble by Mrs. C. Old English fudge and other delectable sweet treats. Call or WhatsApp 876-586-0471. That's 876-586-0471. This video is also brought to you by BLC Jamaica Security Electronics, specializing in alarm system, video surveillance, camera system or CCTV, barrier system, gate automation, and access control. Call 876-320-7711. That's 876-320-7711 or 876-351-1105. That's 876-351-1105.